of course, there's theology in what we're gonna do next, in a way, but this is gonna be a fun game.
Shall we welcome them first?
Oh, hello, we're back. We're asking Theo again. This is a different episode. So it's like a game.
Wow.
But may theology behind it. We will explain first the categories.
Wow.
So bibigyan kita ng mabibilis na sitwasyon, Father. Ang sagot mo, pipili ka sa tatlo.
Oh.
Is it mortal, venial, o hindi kasalanan? Ayos?
Ayos.
But of course, Father, explain mo the difference ng mortal, venial, and wag yung hindi kasalanan, klaro na yun.
Well, napakasimple siguro yung sa explanation. Dalawa lang naman eh. May subjective, may objective dyan. Ang objective, kasalanan eh. I mean, it is objectively mali.
Sin.
No, di ba? Pag nanakaw, objectively, it's mali. Di ba? Pero subjectively, well, bakit ka nagnakaw? At ano ang ninakaw mo? Di ba? Ano naging sitwasyon at nakapagnakaw ka? So there will come to be the discernment whether the subjectivity, your reason
Will outweigh
yeah,
the objectivity.
although the means is not
Justification.
a justification of the end, it could be very, very well na Les Miserables. Tama ba ako? Kubuha siya ng tinapay. Di ba? Kasi gutom na siya. Mamamatay na siya. Kasalanan ba yun?
Survival.
Di ba? Kasalanan ba yun? No?
Of course, hindi, di ba?
At pinagbayaran niya seemingly. No? And yet, look at the transformation in
So,
John Valjean.
basically, the difference of a mortal and a venial sin is?
Objectively, it is kasalanan, pero venial, kasi a small matter.
Small matter.
Pag sinabi mong mortal sin, it's because it's against the Ten Commandments or the seven capital sins.
The 7 capital sins.
Why is it not a sin? Because you did not know, you did not have full knowledge and a full will.
The other one is, alam mong kasalanan ginawa mo
At ginawa mo pa rin.
Yung mortal yun.
Depende
din sa kasalanan.
Depende sa weight of the kasalanan.
So, example, Father, siniraan ko yung tao, chinismis ko, mortal, venial, hindi kasalanan.
Pwede maging mortal.
Oh.
Kasi number 8 commandment, thou shall not
kill.
Hindi sabi, thou shall not swear. No, thou shall not bear false witness. O, di ba, nasa 8 commandment, the 10 commandments are weighty. Kasi, tanggalan mo ang tao ng kanyang magandang pangalan, pwede siyang masira habang buhay.
Kung yung kwento mo totoo, bear false witness po ba yun?
Again, yung kinwento
Pilosopo.
mo. No, kung kinwento mo sa tao na hindi naman dapat niya malaman,
Baka.
mali.
Tama.
Di ba?
Tama.
Kasi minsan, alam mo, totoo, nangyari. Pero hindi ka naman tinatanong. And specifically, wala naman dapat yung taong pinag-usapan mo. Sabi, sorry chinismisan mo. Anong bearing sa kanya? Ba't mo sisiraan sa mind? Bakit? Ang isang kasalanan ng isang tao is not the downfall of all of his lifetime. I mean, of course, di ba? Kitang-kita.
Oo nga.
Di ba? Obviously, a tax collector like Matthew
was
is a tax
chosen
collector.
on the path,
Ang tawag nga, public sinner Pero Jesus saw something else And that something else in Matthew was that he was ready to forsake everything and follow Jesus.
And he can change.
And pero nakakatuwa, nandawit pa siya na makilala sana si Jesus. I don't know, those public sinners, tax collectors, they say prostitutes. Did they have the same conclusion with Jesus na ginawa ni Matthew? I don't know, but Matthew introduced Jesus to his circle of friends.
Next situation. Hindi ka pa kasal, nakipag-sex ka dahil lasing ka.
Okay. So,
masaya to
So, number 1, lalaki ka, babae ka?
Either
or. So, anong kasalanan sa adultery? Diba?
No, premarital sex.
Six commandment kagad Hindi naman premarital sex Diba? 6 commandment. Thou shalt not commit adultery Adultery is that he is not your wife. So whether premarital or
Oo nga, tama
premarital,
ka
diba?
doon.
It's,
Ngayon ko lang nalaman
it's a
yung kala ko
sexual
pag
sin.
adultery, laging unmarried.
Hindi, not necessarily married. So the sixth commandment is again, it's a matter of grave sin. Anong iyon, sabi mo, circumstance? You are not in your full knowledge, in your full will, di ba? And it happened. Now that you are sober, nabuntis ka kung ikaw yung babae.
Allah.
O yung lalaki nakabuntis siya.
Oo.
Are you willing to accept the consequence of what you did? Probably without full knowledge and full will. Pero dahil nagkaroon ng one night stand, as you say, di ba? Kasi it's sexual. It could be bearing life. So what is about sex, di ba? It's also the capacity to give life to another. Are you willing to be responsible
For the
of
life
the
it
life
created.
na hindi naman siya sangkot tapos doon palalaglag siya or whatever?
So if you don't, it's a sin.
Well, you have to be just, di ba?
You have to be just and fair.
Just to your action. I mean, consequential to your action. Meron kang masasaktan na tao kasi nakapagbuntis ka. Yun. Pero kunyari, walang laman, walang ano. Next question sa'yo is that, nagkaroon ako ng sexual encounter kasi lasing ako. So, next question. Mali pala pag naglasing-lasing ako. Meron pala akong pwedeng gawing mas malaki sa kalasingan ko. So, will you be willing to take responsibility that you cannot be not sober? That, imagine, no? Ang kalasingan, hindi ka gumawa ng human act. Gumawa ka lang ng sexual act. Pero,
wala yung pagnanasa, wala yung...
And not even, wala yung isip mo na meron kang magagawang mali o unjust sa isang tao.
Correct.
Diba? Hindi naman makatao eh.
Hindi naman siya forced, but you're not in your usual self.
Kaya nga, pero yung consequence ng iyong kalasingan,
Nagkaanak.
hindi ka naging tao sa sarili mo muna eh. Gumagawa ka ng something na wala ka sa iyong sarili.
Exactly.
Tao ba yun? So it's like, I think, di ba wala namang asawang lalaki, ang lalaking aso eh. Kaya nga ang tawag sa kanya, bastard eh. At wala namang asawang babaeng aso, kaya ang tawag sa kanya, bitch. Di ba? They have no kasalanan because they're all going towards instinct.
That's true.
Sexual urge, by the way, is an instinct. And having the sexual urge doesn't make you sin. But acting upon that instinct or making a desire even in your mind, not even yet acting, but you're already acting with your desire, is a sin.
Ito, Father, tungkol sa honored thy father and thy mother.
Oh, wow.
Hindi ka pinapayagang lumabas. But sa ganitong oras, may pasok, hindi ka pwedeng lumabas. Tumakas ka. Because a friend needs you.
Wow. Well, my question about the rules of the house, no? I don't know first, how old are you? Na gustong tumulong sa isang kaibigan.
Sabihin natin mga teenager to.
How old is a teenager?
Pero hindi pa legal age. Kaya
okay.
Pang,
15 years old.
Barkada talaga. Curfew.
Okay. So the issue po dito ay merong mahigpit na batas sa bahay. And yet, ang presenting element ay meron kang kaibigan
a friend
in need. Wala ka bang tiwala sa mga magulang mo na maunawaan ang sitwasyon?
Yeah.
So ang issue mo, hindi yung ang issue din, hindi na maintindihan bakit ako lumabas. So wala kang tiwala. O, ayusin mo yung trust issue nyo ng magulang mo. Bakit ka hinigpitan? O bakit mahigpit sila sa'yo? Protection ba to? May issue rin ba sila about you? Lalo na, kunyari, ikaw ang babae o ikaw ang lalaki, whatever it is, takot ba sila na pagdating ng gabi? Siyempre, no? Ang dami nangyayari sa gabi.
Concerned.
Yeah.
Protective.
So, very probable. Well, sorry nangyari sa kapatid ko. He wanted to help a woman na sabi niya na ang lola niya or ang nanay niya may sakit. My brother at that time was 21 years old. 21. You know what my mom instinct na babae ng nanay? Sabi niya sa dad ko, pwede ba siyang samahan? O sige, tulungan natin. Sinamahan. Alam niyo, muntikan siya mapikot.
Oh?
Wow.
Wow, that's hard.
Then, my brother na nagising. Wala. Okay na okay yung lola o yung mother. Pero, maiiwan siya sa bahay. Sorry, ang tingin ko sa kapatid ko, mas gwapong. And therefore, I'm sure, meron gano'n na nagwapuhan din sa kanyang pamilya, siguro, no? Mapipikot talaga sana siya. Good enough, my mother had that instinct. And, sabi niya sa mami ko, my brother, said, Ma, thank you for being truly a mother to me. Kasi, syempre, bugso. Syempre, guy, girl, talagang, siya, maganda Magandang sitwasyon na tutulong ako, di ba? Ang tawag doon, chivalry, di ba?
Oo nga.
Pero hindi mo rin alam na ano ba intention.
That's true.
And my dad was with him that night. Ito, nagustuhan ko sa kapatid ko, nagustuhan ko sa mga tao. If you have no trust issue with your parents, you can be very open to them and you will get, ang tawag doon, wisdom of experience. Di ba, may karanasan sila
Of course.
Maybe nakikita nila ang senaryo na gagawin mo, binder than that siguro siya. Di ba?
Next question. Let's say, fictionally, may kaibigan akong si Bea. Sobra kaming close ni Bea. Tapos, ang bigat-bigat ng loob ko sa kanya, ang sama-sama ng loob ko, and I have to receive communion.
Okay.
Sunday siya.
Okay.
Dala ko siya.
Okay. So, meron kang nafe-feel na nakakasala ako because of this poot or anger for a person. Kasi nasaktan ako.
Tapos mangungumunyon ako.
So, dala mo ang masama. Diba?
Bigat.
Bigat, okay. Ano ba komunyon?
Unity.
Hindi.
Ano?
Lord, I'm not worthy. Because come to me and my soul will be healed. It could be the very reason sa Lord, galit na galit ako sa tao.
Sabihin mo sa kanya, no?
Pwede mo bang sa komunyon na to, tulungan mo ako
Ganda.
na ang komunyon ko sa iyong katawan, at least maging komunyon ko sa taon to, at least by a little less of anger. Pwede mo bang ibigay sa akin yon? And that's why I'll receive communion.
Ganda.
Hindi communion is a right lang The communion is supposed to change us. Di ba, maging kinatawan tayo ni Kristo So, receiving the Eucharist has its transformative action in us. That's where God acts Now, we just don't take communion, no. We know that we are sinners. We know we have these anger issues. We don't have, but we're not acting upon it, but we are carrying it, di ba? So this burden, I lay it down before the Lord. And the Eucharist could be the very reason for that. And do you know, the communion, ang tawag sa kanya, viaticum. The more you receive this communion, via means the way.
Okay.
Cumte, tecum, cumte, is the way that accompanies you, with you. To where? To heaven. And so, hopefully that communion, at least, kung magiging truthful ka sa dasal mo, mapapaisip ka na, bakit naman ako saman-sama ng loob sa taon to? Bakit naman exaggerated yata na hindi ko siya, I don't know, hindi mawala itong sama ng loob na to?
Or kaya ko ba siyang...
Ang galing po ng demonyo sa atin, the play of the devil in us. He wants us to be napapalibutan ng kasamaan para hindi na siya magtrabaho. Di ba? Ang bait-bait mo. Tapos bibigyan ka ng sama ng loob. Eh di, kung he will act upon it, di sabi ng demonyo, aba, ligtas na ako sa pag-tempt sa'yo kasi ikaw na masama.
Without effort. Ang ganda. So yun, instead of discussing it, kasi we're trying to make it applied in situations para ma-illustrate natin what's a mortal sin, what's a sin na hindi ka pwede mangumunyon. And sometimes there are reasons.
Correct.
Lalo na kung hindi mo sinadya, right?
Of course,
and the Ten Commandments.
Sabi ni Kristo Father, forgive them, they did not know. They do not know even now.
But if you do know what you are doing,
and you act upon it, and it is of a grave matter ang tawag doon.
Mortal sin. Yun.
Mortal sin.
Yun, so...
Alam mo yung grave matter? we never commit sin against God, really. It's
Directly,
mostly with our neighbor.
directly.
Ang nagiging grievous, yung kapwa mo, kunyari, sinaktan mo, katawan.
Sa kapwa, no?
Adultero, tinanggal mo yung kanyang dignidad.
Siniraan mo.
Yung pangalan, ninakawan mo.
Ninakawan.
4 lang naman yan eh. Kanyang health, katawan, ang kanyang nobility, ang self-esteem niya, ang dignity niya in that sexual encounter. Yung kanyang pangalan, good name, at saka yung kanyang ari-arian. So there are 4 possessions of a person.
The first 2 commandments about the Lord, eh. No?
The 3.
The 3, no?
Kasama si make holy the Sabbath
si
day.
Yung isa. Yun. So, let's not keep on sinning. Like, share, subscribe. And we'll be back to keep on asking Theo, right?
Sana meron kayong mga tanong. More and more, no?
Meron naman. So, magpadala kayo tanong. Thank you.